here on KFAN.
The Power Hour is live. KFAN.com/watch is where you can find us. It's live weekdays at 8, powered by Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
It's live.
It's live.
Bow down. Rosie say yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Rosie. Didn't you and Rosie go see this band, Hawk?
This is the lead singer of Steelheart, who opened for Lita Ford last week, by the way, at the Medina. He was really good.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was fun. Hey, Rosie.
Yes, sir.
I teased you.
Well, thank you. Yes, you did. It was a very good tease.
Thank you. Thank you.
About the new kickoff rule.
The new kickoff rules.
Potential, or it is?
They're going to propose it.
Okay.
They're going to propose it. And this is the thing that's going to, I think, probably send Corey over the edge before he even hears the idea.
Can't wait.
No.
They've stolen it from the XFL.
Okay. Can't remember what that is.
Who watches the
Please
XFL?
zip your pants back up, Corey. Don't pee on the idea until you hear it, please.
I'm going to pee.
Imagine this. The kicking team lines up on the opponent's 35-yard line. I'm going to say it again. Think about what I'm saying.
All right.
You're kicking the ball.
Okay.
The kicker's still back where he's always at. But the kicking team is on the opponent's 35-yard line.
So already right in their mix.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The opponent is lined up on the 30, 5 yards away from them.
Mm-hmm. So that minimizes the running full speed and crashing into each other.
Exactly. Nobody's allowed to move until the person who catches the ball touches the ball.
Yeah, but wait a minute. So the kicker's still back at...
He's
All the
still
way
back
back.
there. He's still back there. Yeah.
But that's not going to prevent him from kicking the ball out of the end zone still.
No, true.
Which is what's happening every single time.
Touche.
99% of the time. So why would
maybe they move the kickoff back to an area
it
where
used to be.
it's more likely to
I don't
end
know
up.
how one happens without the other.
That is not mentioned in this article, but that makes perfect sense. Now that you say that, I bet they do that. Because why would you do it if you didn't? Yeah.
No, I mean,
right.
the bigger issue is, all these kickers are so strong and they just kick the ball out of the end zone. Everybody gets all wound up for the kickoff and the noise and da-da. And then
It says here they have to kick from the ramp where the players run out on the field.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so it's going to be great. But again, think about that. If depending on where they're kicking, if they're kicking where normally they'll be in the field of play at some point. What do you think of that new proposed rule?
anything to help what's become the most boring part of the football game.
Right.
Because the hype before the game, like I said, everyone's all jazzed up for the game to start, and then some guy kicks the ball through the end zone. And
right.
Let's put it at the 25 and let's just go.
All right, but then here's the loophole, though. Doesn't that? How do you catch somebody by surprise on an onside kick if everybody's down at the 30-yard line?
Yeah, good point.
I don't think you can.
Well, then that's dumb.
Yeah.
You have to have that option.
We have to figure that out.
Yeah.
And
because you don't want to tell the other team, we are going to have you come back because we're setting up for an onside kick. At the end of the game where it's obvious, that's one thing. But if you want to do a sneaky one, then that's off the table with this rule.
Yeah, correct.
Right. So that we'll find out, but that rule is going to be proposed for next season.
Okay.
So we'll see about that. The other thing that I've been reading about that I'm trying to understand, and I did you say Ben's in tomorrow?
Yeah, Ben's
Yes,
back
he
tomorrow.
is.
I can't wait to talk to him about this. Do you guys know what a hip drop tackle is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of it this past year.
Well, apparently they're going to outlaw it. So it's going to be another thing a defender can't do.
Yeah.
And
Boy, that's going to be a tough one to call.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you? It's
So
just
I read a
flag
story
football at some point.
Yeah.
Now I'm forgetting the number, but I read a story a day or two ago that was saying that it's something like 10 times or 20 times more likely to cause an injury if you tackle somebody this way.
Yeah.
It's just super devastating.
Yeah. It's basically the horse collar tackle, but lower on your body.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just,
But it's still a subjective call.
Right.
That's one more thing the officials have to deal with, and they're going to be able to review it. I mean, that's...
What if we just turn football into the art of debate? So, like, if you get close enough to an opponent, you have to eloquently argue that they just kneel down and give themselves up.
see, I mean, in all
untackleable.
seriousness, though, this is the reason I don't play in the NFL. I can't stand it.
Yeah, this is it.
But no,
Right, you want to hit people.
if I'm going to play some football, I'm going to play some football.
You don't want to debate them.
No. What is a hip drop tackle? Ah, crap. Hold on. I got to go back to it. Here's what it says on this thing that they put on.
Can I show you what it is on Zach?
I'd love it. If you
All right, stand up.
Oh my God!
It is the defender. The defending player has a grip on the ball carrier with one or both hands. The defending player uses that grip and swings or rotates his body to a position behind or side of the ball.
It's almost like a wrestling move where you grab the guy.
That was a hip drop, all right.
Then drag you down like that.
That's not good. You got to actually do it. Bring him to the ground.
Go over there.
Bring him to the ground. Please bring him to the ground.
This is not going to end well.
Percent chance that Sauce is correct?
Like 0. I think he just wants to get on top of Zecco.
Well, it's a leverage thing where you grab the guy and you're pulling him all down with your all your weight.
Now, see, that right there is technically making love.
They're just basically hugging each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. He doesn't know what it is. He obviously doesn't know what it is.
Show us then. Because right now you're just...
Or if I grabbed you like this,
KFAN.com/watch.
drag you back down.
Oh, there goes
Apparently,
that.
he just Hadoukened him.
So you grab him by the hips and you drag him back down.
I'm sorry, grab him by the what?
Body weight down.
The defending player then drops the bulk of the body weight directly onto the ball carrier's legs, as opposed to the body weight landing on the ground first. So you would have to make sure your body lands on the ground. It's impossible. It's impossible. Well, I'm sorry. I know it. I don't want people to get injured. I would be super pissed if this happened to Kirk Cousins in the first game of the year next year. But it's football.
There's so many. Look how Hawkinson got hurt, and then there's another player after that. The helmet to the
Zach
knee.
Just got hurt.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Zach?
He got hugged by Sauce in a hip drop.
Right. I would like to see the onside kick rule revert to what it used to be, because then what's the even? They're trying it both ways. They want safety in the league, and yet they don't. They eliminate the possibility. For instance, what was the success ratio of an onside kick the last couple of years?
I think it's like 3%.
3%.
I mean, it's a small number.
You can't line up everybody to one side, and it just takes away any strategy you have about trying to get the ball back. There has to be a different way of handling that as well. So maybe the rule come up with a better idea, but it's crazy. It's silly to even bother with an onside kick anymore.
I almost nailed it, by the way. According to this thing, the result of team 3.2% success rate when teams try to recover an onside kick.
All the more reason.
Well, what's Tena's solution? Isn't it like a 4th and 15, and you get one shot at it or something? You get the ball at your own 20 at a 4th and 15, something like that?
I don't know.
That's too much of
this is getting kind of gimmicky.
That does seem gimmicky.
I like the debate. It wasn't my idea.
I like the debate.
You want to have an actual debate?
Yeah, just like, hey, we want to keep the ball. We don't want to give it to you.
Right.
We're trying to win the game. It's late.
Right.
Can we please just...
Or just, I would like you to stop running.
Right.
I'm either going to hurt you or you're just going to go down right now. One of the two. And if they kneel, then they're down and it's second down. Let's go on.
I'm going to guess when Bursich read about this, his head nearly fell off his shoulders.
Yeah.
He was so pissed. But I can't wait to hear what Lieber has to say about it tomorrow. Because, as a defensive player, imagine if you got to consider all these things while you're trying to tackle who's a great running back right now that's hard to bring down.
Saquon.
Okay. You're trying to tackle Saquon, and you're not allowed to do most of the stuff you have been doing your whole life. How do you get him to the ground?
No offense. How are you going to tackle Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
Poorly.
Yeah.
And I take offense to that.
Well, the game has evolved so much. I mean, look at some of the old highlights with Barry Sanders and Walter Payton, and the amount of, the headhunting that went on and everything. Yeah. The game itself.
Good old days, man.
Oh, man. There were no rules, basically.
So do you remember the old onside kick alignment rules, right, where you could basically pile everybody up on the same side? So according to the NFL operations website, before 2018, the recovery rate was about 13.5%. Since then, it's about 5.6%.
What?
For onside kicks.
Yeah, it still is difficult to execute. Yeah.
Right?
Your mic's on.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Thanks, Builders and Remodelers.
Yeah, thanks, Builders and Remodelers. Rosie, tonight you're going to go see the Gopher women because they are hosting number 6 Iowa at the Barn with Caitlin Clark coming to the Twin Cities. They are 24-4, 13-3 in the Big Ten. The Gophers are 5-11 in the Big Ten, but it's not even really about the Gophers. It's about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, and she'll be back here next week, too, for the Big Ten Championship, Women's Championship at Target Center. Then the men will be playing here as well the following week. And I had a chance to see Caitlin last year when they played Ohio State in the I think it was a championship game. And actually, Ohio State is ranked ahead of Iowa right now as far as the team goes. Yeah, they have a big rematch, I think, on Sunday in Iowa City. This
what time?
I have no idea what time.
I think it's at
Just wondering,
9:30 p.m.
Well, because Zach Halverson's doing Let's Play Hockey on Sunday.
Oh, no, it's not going to conflict
I don't want it
with
to
that.
conflict.
No, it will not. It will not.
It is. I believe it's senior night for our squad.
It is.
Here's senior guard Janae Sanders talking about Caitlin Clark.
Well, she's one of, if not the greatest women's basketball player to play at this level. So it's really about containing. You're not going to stop Caitlin Clark. You can't do that. But being able to contain her, to give her the shots that we want her to have, while also being able to, help on other people as well.
I think she needs 51 points to tie.
Yep.
I
think that's to break Maravich's record, but even so, it's
Pistol Pete.
It's within a point or so.
Yeah. So there'll be a lot of Iowa fans there, which is great. That's fine. I mean, it's sold out. I mean, the ticket prices are off the roof right now. What are you showing me here?
What are you laughing about?
On StubHub, section 104. $107,669.
Interesting.
Per ticket. Hawk, you should buy one.
I bought 3 of them already.
Good for you, man.
Yeah. I'm not going to go. I like spending money.
The cheapest are $88 still. Yeah. So you don't care, right, Hogs?
Go.
Yeah.
8 o'clock start. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So good for them.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, you got to be telling your kids you saw the greatest female or one of the greatest basketball players, period, of any kind ever.
And limited or obstructed view. So when Williams Arena, when they're starting to sell, and there's obviously plenty of them in that old place, but still, when you start seeing that, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, am I the only one that prefers obstructed view?
For basketball?
Is that where you sat for me to afford?
Yeah. I bought tickets to the what was it called? The Hoosier Dome to see Farm Aid. I believe it was Farm Aid 3 or something like that. I have no idea, but Guns N' Roses was playing, right?
Right.
As a young man, I bought tickets. It was way more than I could hardly afford. I was, borrowing money to have gas money to get there. Got there, obstructed view. Literally right behind a giant concrete
post.
Pillar.
Yeah, post. Yeah, right. Yeah, it sounded great, I bet, for the people who could hear it. And I bet it looked cool.
So you've technically never seen Guns N' Roses.
Right. Yeah, right.
Brilliant.
Right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was cool. I made out, though.
That's cool.
Some dude. I was
the obstruction.
Yeah, right.
Kiss the obstruction.
Yeah.
Come again?
Yeah, please don't.
No.
Rosie, you're going to be where all the beautiful people are at Williams Arena. I'll be across the street watching the Wolves take on the Grizzle.
I heard you're going tonight.
I am going tonight. The Wolves won last night, 114-105 over the San Antonio Spurs. Again, the Spurs are terrible. Wemby got off to a monster start. First 5 minutes, he looked like he was going to be unstoppable.
Guy's tall.
And then they basically spent the rest of the game stopping him.
Yeah.
He had 17 points on 5 of 13 shooting, 13 boards, 4 blocks, but the Wolves win. Despite no Cat because of personal reasons, and then Ant got a scare. Kyle Anderson got knocked out of the game. We had them dropping like flies there for a second, but the Wolves hold on. Now, good teams win, great teams cover. They did not cover.
They did not.
But they did win.
Like they were going to.
Tonight, they take on the Memphis Grizzle at Target Center. Game 4 of a 7-game homestand. Last night, the Thunder also won 112-95 over the Rockets, so the Wolves and Thunder remain tied atop the West with 41 wins, 17 losses. Both of those teams 2 games ahead of Denver, 3 games out of the Clippers, 6.5 ahead of the Pelicans.
Well, it shows you how quickly things can change. Memphis looked like the in team for a couple of years there with John Morant. When they beat the Wolves here a couple of years ago in the first round of the playoffs, I thought, well, man, this team's going to go on a run for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened. John Morant got in trouble. Yay. They traded. And and they'll probably get their act together another year. OnlyFans, John, take it easy. Gaze at a graveyard. Thank you. That's what it feels like in Memphis right now.
Wow.
That was aggressive.
This is not my day.
The Wolves are 12.5-point favorites on DraftKings. The over-under is 211.5.
Oh.
Yep.
That's a lot.
I'll take the Wolves.
Wait a minute. What?
Cat,
say that again.
Well, we don't know if Cat's going to be back tonight, do we?
The Grizzlies are 12.5-point underdogs.
Boy.
I'll take the
back
Wolves.
at home. I bet Cat's back tonight. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I bet Cat's back.
I'll take Illinois tonight, too.
They're playing the Gopher men.
They're playing the Gophers.
What are they favored by?
Yeah, I think 11.5.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little surprised.
The Gophers had the best record against the point spread of any team in the country.
In the whole country.
That is
until
true.
last Sunday.
Hogs, you want some action?
I kind of do. Let me hear what Ben Johnson has to say. He's the head coach.
Playing on the road, playing against good teams, playing against teams that have a lot to play for. I think everything like that, we've got to be a team that runs to it. You can't fear it. It is what it is. Embrace it. Embrace the atmosphere and learn to enjoy it. Again, I think these experiences make us tougher, so now you shouldn't be rattled by anything on the outside. Just worry about what we can do on the court and things you can impact on the court, but take advantage of it. I mean, this is the fun time of the year.
Yeah,
DraftKings has Illinois as an 11-point favorite. The over-under is 154.5.
Yeah. Well, after what happened in Nebraska, it's hard to think that the Gophers could, bounce back, but they've done it all year in terms of at least making it competitive on the road.
Hogs?
11 points?
11.
Yeah.
They got to stay within 11.
$50.
Book it.
Look at you go.
Right,
I believe in my squad. I believe in Parker Fox. I believe
And Steve Lombardozzi?
not so much. I believe in Kevin James.
Oh, why?
Kevin James.
Yep. Completely unrelated. I just want you guys to know.
Okay.
But yes, I'll take it. $50. Book it, Poucher Bets. Book it.
There you go.
Book
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks, buddy boy.
You're welcome, Super
welcome.
Dave.
Oh,
Did you watch Curb on Sunday?
oh my God.
So
of course
good.
I watched it. Disgruntled.
Yeah.
So
I wonder
good.
what he's going to do with.
Who's disgruntled?
wonder what he's going to do with what's her face, the one with the hammer toe.
How am I blanking on her name? Her actual name.
Tracy
Ullman.
Ullman, yeah, she's great. By the way,
That's Tracy Ullman?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's Tracy
She's
Ullman.
such a
man.
talent.
She's great. I mean, she's just great.
She's so fun. I don't know how they ever keep a straight face.
I don't-
doing those scenes.
You rushed me. I didn't want pancakes. You rushed me.
Oh, she's so good.
But that whole scene about breakfast after 11.
I know.
Yeah.
How much can you relate to that?
I know.
Wait, are you saying they can't make the eggs now because it's 11 o'clock?
Right. It's such a great bit.
I still say the episode before this though, with the shorts and the the testicles. That was the funniest episode I've ever seen of that show. I laugh more in that show than I have at any of them.
So good. Headlines when we come back. This is the Power Trip Morning Show. Go ahead.
I would watch JB Smooth's character, just his own show, if they would make a show just of him, to see how he
So
walks
good.
around during the day and how
So
he lives.
good.
It's the best.
Maybe there's a Curb spinoff in the works. I don't know what else JB Smooth's got to do. Right? That's what he is. He's Leon forever now. Headlines after this on the Fan.
Trip on the Fan.
Hey. Final segment of Power Trip Morning Show. Watch us. KFAN.com/watch. Parrish is at the NHL Network.
And out Friday, too.
And out on Friday. So who's playing the initials game?
Well, we believe, by the way, his sponsor starts Friday, and he's gone the first Friday that his new sponsor starts. He's gone.
Didn't he win last week?
I think he's won a couple of times.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Barry's hot.
But
Yes.
so Parrish is out. So playing initials is
Amy Hockert.
Hell
Sorry, I didn't know
yeah.
you were going to come to me. Yes, absolutely. She's in.
We had her on the show a couple weeks ago.
Great, funny.
Yeah, she's great.
Now we're going to see if she can play. Paul, your hands up.
You know who will be joining us tomorrow at 7:40 for Vikings news from the Combine?
Bill Barnwell,
Boy, that'd be great.
Oh, hold
Yeah,
on.
lead singer of the film.
No.
the lead singer of the Phrase, Chris Wright,
Mel Kiper.
No,
Mel Kiper Jr.
John Clayton,
Tom Morello.
He's dead.
R.I.P. Well, yeah, but that'd be amazing. It'd be a hell of a booking.
No.
Mel Kiper the third.
No. Is there one?
I don't know.
There can be. Do you want one?
Would you just tell us?
Easy. Tom Pelissero.
Oh,
But you're going to have to call him on. He doesn't give me his number.
Should we do headlines?
Sure, but first I have to ask Rosie a couple of questions. Do you mind?
Oh, boy.
Of course.
Rosie?
Palms are sweaty already.
In what
Mom's
film does
spaghetti.
Marlon Brando yell, Stella?
Streetcar Named Desire.
Well said.
Wow, Rosie.
Rosie,
T-shirt. Wearing the T-shirt, screaming. Torn T-shirt.
who is Princess Leia's father?
Princess Leia's father. I'm not. My God.
There's two acceptable answers.
Are there? Yeah. I mean, I'm not good when it comes to Star Wars.
Spoiler alert.
Well, Pasta Bolognese is one of them.
Yes, so don't say pasta.
Princess Leia.
Who do you think it is?
Eddie Fisher.
That is incorrect.
Eddie Fisher?
Actually,
Well, that's her real life.
That is true.
Chess guy?
Wait a minute.
In real
Carrie
life, that is her
Fisher's
dad. You're right.
That's her dad.
Yeah.
So I'm right.
Yeah. Darth Vader is Princess Leia's dad.
Or Anakin Skywalker. Either way,
okay, that's
we
true.
would have accepted either.
Of
answer.
course, because I'm your father.
Technically, why does Bodie rob banks in Point Blank? What does he want to do?
You're asking the wrong guy. I'm not a Point Blank.
That's okay.
I've seen it.
Throw out an answer for me there, Sweet Pea. Just throw a good answer out.
What was the question again?
Why does Bodie rob banks? What's he want to do in Point Blank? What's he going to do with that money?
Give it to charity.
Well, that's a good,
not
good
bad
answer.
guess.
Good answer.
Give it
Can
to
I
charity.
guess?
Who robs banks to give it to charity? This is
Probably
what
he asked me to come up with an answer.
Zach, yes. Don't say fix his face.
Oh, that's
He
mean.
doesn't have an answer then.
Okay, I'm out.
Buy a fancy
know that.
car.
Is that what you were going to say?
No,
Get cosmetic surgery so Patrick Swayze has a better face.
Open an orphanage.
Probably something surfing related.
That's right, to go surfing.
That's
Is that what it is?
That's right, yeah.
I've only seen the certain screenshots.
There you go.
And to tear down the system.
Yeah, he's going to tear down the man.
is he really?
He's raging against the machine.
Yeah, he's raging against the
But
machine.
mostly he just wants to never come back.
Wants to surf and
I can't blame
skydive.
Do you guys know the only person Carrie Fisher was married to?
Steve Fisher of Michigan, former head coach of the Wolverines.
PJ Fleck.
Gil.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Gil Fisher.
Paul Simon.
Was that?
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's right.
The singer.
She must have towered
singer.
over him.
Yeah.
The point guard for
Paul Simon's my sister's height, and she's 4'9".
Rosie, who played Sam Wheat, the dead partner of Molly in the movie Ghost?
the dead partner. Oh, are you talking about Patrick Swayze?
Yes,
of course.
Yeah,
I was trying to do the math there.
I was trying to trick you.
Yeah, you did try to trick me. I had a,
Sam Wheat.
yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I would not have remembered his
Goldberg
name.
played Oda Mae Brown.
Yeah, that was a great character.
Great character.
Paul, your hands up.
Whoopi Woodhawk.
100 billion%.
I would yell her name as we were getting it on.
Same birthday.
Oh, brilliant.
Thank you.
You have the same birthday as Whoopi?
But, well, the same day. I don't know.
Same day of the week, like Tuesday?
I was born on a Tuesday, November 13th. Thank you for asking.
I'll never forget it.
You'll never forget it. My attorney was there.
Ick. Why?
I don't know.
He was one.
He was one or two.
He was making sure the doctor did okay on the old.
Wow.
Trim it up right,
The
Doc.
snip.
Trim it up right. What is wrong with you?
You got these, these movie questions from this board game that
I
you
love
bought or
this
whatever.
board game.
Yeah.
And it's weird because this is the perfect example. When I'm watching Jeopardy at 4:30 on Carol
Oh,
11,
I watch it
and
almost
the
every
category
day.
is like movie trivia. I'm like,
Right,
yes,
I'm
I
gonna
got a
nail
chance.
this.
And then it's like French poets. I'm like, son of a bitch.
I know.
No chance.
Man, they're tough.
Hey, let's
Movie
keep playing,
trivia is the
Hawk. Do
best.
more. This is great.
As the
Can we
man
all go?
screams,
Yeah.
what makes up Soylent Green?
People.
That's right.
What's that?
I don't even, again, I've never seen that movie. I just
really?
know that. I know the
What
answer,
is the
though,
movie?
because there was a bit on Saturday Night Live where Phil Hartman was like,
Oh, yeah.
they said they changed the recipe, but they didn't.
Oh.
It's still people.
Oh,
So, yeah,
creepy.
Soylent
What
Green
movie is
people.
that?
It's called
Isn't the
Soylent
name
Green.
called
I think
Soylent
it is
Green?
Soylent Green.
I have no
think
idea.
it might be right.
I thought it was. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
They lied to us.
right.
That's an obscure one.
That they changed the recipe.
That's
Yeah,
brilliant.
it's funny. But it's you know everything about these stuff, so it's not fun if you're playing Corey. We have to let Rosie guess.
Yeah, Rosie goes first.
Yeah. Cameron Crowe directed what movie starring Tom Cruise and Renee Zellweger?
Oh, the one with the little kid. What the hell's the name of it?
Damien?
No,
You're thinking of Problem Child.
no, I'm not thinking of that one.
You're right, though. You're thinking of the right movie.
Yeah, I'm
you're
thinking of
on
the
the
right
right
movie.
page.
I just can't think of the name of the movie.
Come on. Think of what they do in the
Show
movie.
me the
What do
name
they
of the
do?
movie. Come on.
What do they do in the movie? In that movie, Tom Cruise does what?
Show me the money.
Which is what movie?
That's I'm trying to think of the name of the movie. I've seen it 100
It's
times.
the main character's name.
Oh, yeah. Soylent Green.
Harry Maguire.
I can't remember.
Wow.
It's Jerry Maguire.
Oh, my
Rosie.
God.
Jerry
Maguire. That's right. That is Show Me the Money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
cool. I don't know why.
Cuba Gooding
Cuba
Jr.
Gooding Jr., yeah.
Rod Tidwell.
Show me the money.
Rosie, in the hunt for Red October, what are they hunting?
Soviet sub.
That's right. Submarine.
The Red October is the submarine.
Yeah.
I've never seen
one of those right now.
Yeah, that'd be great. Is that a good movie?
It's very good.
Never seen it.
That actually is a very good movie. Yes.
That's Sean Connery. Wait,
Yes, that's
He's
right.
actually
he
here.
plays the Russian
man.
captain,
Such a hurry to get everywhere.
sub captain.
That's right.
Extra mayo, please.
Which 1982 Steven Spielberg movie made more than $434 million at the
E.T.
box office? That's right.
Gotta be.
E.T.
I've only seen it once.
Was the 82 thing they gave it away? 1982.
Yeah.
That's the year I was born.
Yeah.
Right over here across the street at the what used to stand, the Cooper Theater. That's where I saw it.
Is that the one that it was a circle or something like? Someone was telling me about
the
it
best
the other day.
movie theater in the history of the
What
planet.
made it different? Like it had a weird
Well, it
screen
had
or
a
something like that?
Cinerama
That was it.
size screen.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was truly shot for Cinerama. This was, I mean, it was an epic place in the most comfortable seats you've ever seen in your life. This was back in the late 70s, early 80s. It was a wonderful theater, the Cooper Theater.
And would you remind me one more time, Rosie, how was your father involved in movies?
My dad was a booker for Paramount Pictures for 40 years.
That's what it was.
Even before he went to the war, he was he would travel, to every small town. I still run into people, every small town you can imagine in Minnesota in particular that had a movie theater. I mean, there's a lot of them. So he would go and negotiate with the guy and sign a contract. It was not negotiation, but it was just mostly just signing the contract and making sure the film cans got to
Button Bar.
I've seen that.
to the movie theater.
So he was part of like a crime family. He would go and shake down these theaters. Like, you better show this movie.
I never knew that.
You.
Yeah, correct.
Whoa.
All Paramount Pictures. So he did that for many, many, many years.
He
That's
put
an
a couple of cue balls in a sock and spun them around and said, "You better show this movie."
I don't think Joe did that. Was that aggressive? But yeah, that's what they did.
Did you get like a free subscription to Paramount Plus back in the day?
I did get access to the screening rooms downtown.
Oh yeah!
So I got to see movies before they came out, which it made me a really popular kid. Hey, want to go see a movie? It's not coming out for another 2 months, but we can go down to this little place downtown and watch it. So it was really cool.
The back room at Schindler's.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
That's not correct, but you get the edibles. You get the picture.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah, it was
somebody
fun.
asked me that the other day. I knew your dad was involved somehow.
Yeah,
that's how you got all those
that's how I
posters.
get my love of movies.
Right,
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. Okay, now
right.
we can do your bit. Sorry.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, you're welcome. I got more movie
about
stuff
Daddy.
whenever you want it.
I love it.
Headlines brought to you by our friends at Wolf River Electric. You can go solar with Wolf River Electric. Yeah! That 30% tax credit. There's a lot of ways you can save money and still go solar, Rosie. You get it. You're
Good
an
idea.
environmentalist.
You can do it, Roser.
You like the environment.
Love it.
Do you guys ever wish that your video games provided real-time scents, like smells, during gameplay?
A little bit.
Okay, well, thanks to AI, it sounds like it's going to be possible.
Only when I'm getting a bath in Valentine.
yeah, which is great.
Jeez, if you want bathwater that badly, just pay $54 for it.
Yeah.
Man. Rosie, buckle up. If you want to sit this one out, that's fine.
I probably will.
If you want to,
just the way you're stating it, I probably do.
if you don't want to have this come back to haunt you during the deposition.
Right.
In a viral TikTok, a woman shared her discovery of vampons, which are vampire tampons, which were designed for artisan vampires.
You're right. I'll sit this one out.
Thank you.
All your hands up.
Has Chris Hockey watched adult-themed vampire videos?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Hogs?
Certainly.
Adult-themed vampire movies.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Right?
pretty incredible.
Anybody want to take a shot at this story, or should we move on?
Let's move on.
Let's move
And
on.
I'm not talking about this.
Yeah.
I'm grossed out.
What's
and
artisan
intrigued
mean?
At the same time.
It means you're, I don't know.
Like fancy bread.
Yeah, like fancy bread, like artisan bread.
Yeah, you get artisan bread. It's
So
like
what's an
fancy
artisan
bread vampires.
vampire?
You get it.
They shop at Whole Foods.
Ew.
They draw good pictures.
On March
Really
4th, Oreo's going to release its new flavor, Dirt Cake.
Dirt cake is fine. I'm fine with that. Isn't that? Hold on. Start
Thank
over.
God.
Let me. Brilliant. Let me start over here. And I know I've talked a lot today, so I apologize. Isn't dirt cake just crushed up Oreos?
That's what I thought it was.
In pudding with gummy worms.
With
So
worms.
basically, all they're adding is pudding and gummy worms.
Oh, how good would that be?
Dude.
eat that.
Yeah, dude.
Big glass of milk. Come on.
Oh, dirt cake whales.
Dude.
Corey, would you eat that?
Sure.
Well, don't sound so excited.
We're not asking you to sit in the electric chair.
That'd be cool.
And we're not asking you to drink the stuff for CAT scans. I don't know.
What?
Cat skin?
For some reason, that was the first thing I thought of when I thought of something disgusting.
Barium?
Yeah, barium.
Oh, that.
Bernard Barium?
Who drinks that?
People who are about to get a CAT
Sometimes
scan.
you have to. Not for every CAT scan, but no.
Yeah.
Hey, can I throw something in quick?
God, unless it's yourself out the window, no.
The Browns will be hosting the Vikings for a joint training camp practice this summer.
Smoke it up.
Kevin coming home, huh?
Nobody cares.
I mean, it's
We
football.
always seem to host. That's because people like our.
So the Vikings are traveling
Browns
to
will host the Vikings.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I thought you said the
somewhere
other
in
way around.
Cleveland.
Yeah,
outside wherever they.
Green.
Well, I mean, Cleveland is the armpit of America.
That means
so.
we'll be playing. We'll be playing a preseason game there, then maybe, right?
Yes,
Maybe.
correct.
That's cool.
sir.
I want to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Which means, though, Hawk, if they go early, you will have to go.
Of course.
Cleveland's a cool city now. It really is.
I've not been since I was a young man.
Same.
Yeah, it was.
And I would like to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of
dumpster
Fame.
fire then, but it was.
Yeah.
Well, you've never been west of Ohio.
I never have.
IHOP and Lay's have teamed up for the creation of
It cracks them all up.
Brilliant.
Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity Potato Chips.
Yeah.
They're at Walmart for a limited time. By the way, today's another one of those National Pancake Days. There's about 5 of them a year. IHOP celebrated their National Pancake Day a couple of weeks ago, but now it's a different one.
Yes.
Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity Potato Chips. Yes or no?
No.
No.
That sounds terrible.
No, thank you. No.
Gross. I was so late to the party on kettle chips.
Oh,
I didn't like those until I was about 30. They're
one-
so freaking good.
the ones you always have at your house in the white bag.
Yeah, is it Cape Cod or whatever? You can get
Son
those
of a
giant bags at
bitch.
Costco.
Oh, God,
They're so
are those
good.
Everybody be cool.
They're so good with a sandwich. And I know you don't like
Well,
sandwiches.
you're big on the sandwich scene.
I love
What
sandwiches.
happened to those tweets? For a while, every day you would tweet what the
Do you
sandwich
wanna-
scene is.
Do you want to know what stopped him? I'll be honest with you.
Us
He asked
making
you,
fun of
so
it?
yeah, he
No,
does.
I don't care about that. Sean, Scene Bear, once texted me and said, why aren't there any vegetables in that picture? So I'm not posting my sandwich pictures anymore.
Oh,
That's exactly
get your
true.
feelings.
Wait,
Yeah.
because he just said you're eating poorly?
Yeah.
You're just eating a bunch of carbs every day
Yeah.
for a sandwich scene?
I don't
Right.
care. Sandwiches are great.
Carrot sticks, no celery, no.
No.
Honestly, that
nothing.
sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
That's rabbit food.
You will
Yeah,
let
thank you.
Sean kill the sandwich scene?
I love Sean. Sean is my
But
Yoda.
bring
I'll
the sandwich scene back.
Okay, Daddy.
I
Do
missed it.
something, please. You used to do more things.
Sauce
I
gone.
did.
Hey, Corey.
Yeah.
I just got it. Sorry. Did you know back in the day when the Greeks played cards, they weren't called cards. Aces, they were called dogs. Aces were called dogs.
Dogs.
I think you should bring that back. I got 3 dogs.
Oh.
Pocket
It's
dogs.
random.
Yeah, you got pocket dogs. I got one of those right now, too.
Running dogs.
My goodness.
How do you know it's an Italian deck of cards? This is not a joke. This is truth.
I don't know.
There are no queens in Italian decks of cards.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Put your hands down.
Yeah.
Zach.
What do they replace him with?
I don't know. Nothing, I don't think.
Just 4 cards short? We're
Yeah.
just going 48?
Yeah, I guess so. Which of the and you know this, I bet already. It's stupid, probably. Which of the kings of the 4 kings is the only one without a mustache?
I don't know that at all.
Oh, really?
No, I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm normally getting knocked out of tournaments with Pocket King, so I don't look at their
Yeah, right.
pictures as I'm walking out the door.
Is
Pull
it
your
the
hands up.
Is it the Queen of, or the King of Hearts?
That's right. It does not have a mustache.
Yeah,
It's the only one. Yeah.
I don't think any of the 4 queens have mustaches, do they?
The deck of cards Tommy plays with, I think they all do. Thanks, Echo. I like when you and I are on the same page.
Yes.
Cards is the best.
Yeah, we should play cards.
Cards would be fun.
Yeah.
We
Will
should.
you host? Do you have a
No.
card table?
No.
Do you not want? Why do you? What? How?
Hi.
How is that possible?
How do you not have a card table?
It's like the same reason when we first moved into our neighborhood, and there was a couple of guys going like, "Yeah, we get like a monthly card game going up at the old, and I'm like, I'm not interested in that.
Right.
God,
And
you
Angie's
hate
like,
me.
you got to meet new people, you got to meet our neighbors, and I'm like, if I go and play like $2 poker, I'm going to hate everybody and they're going to know it immediately.
Hey, you hate me. I show up every day.
Case in point.
And I beat you in cards.
You sure did, yeah. And do you remember what hand I had? Can't make it up. We just said it.
Pocket kings.
I had pocket kings, and I flopped a king. And you
Are you serious?
Yeah, he rivered a flush. He got all of his money in with a flush draw. I had, as we call it in poker, the nuts. I had the best possible hand.
You did.
When all the money went in. And he rivers a flush, and he's told me for the last 10 years that he's better at cards than me. And he's not wrong.
I also beat you in Trivial Pursuit.
That is true, because our partners were not trying. So it was essentially a heads-up game, and you beat us.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, go back to you.
That's what I call, in my diary, I wrote that as rock bottom.
Yeah, that is your rock bottom.
That is it's one of the saddest, coldest days of my life.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
That was in the new house, right?
10 years ago.
So, 8 years, maybe? Wow. Something like that.
All right, back to you. I just had some poker things I thought you'd care about.
This is kind of genius. I hadn't thought of this. Apparently, a new way to find missing pets. Hire a drone operator that has thermal cams that pick up body heat.
Ooh.
Say that again? So there's a guy in New York who volunteers for a pet rescue group. He has an $8,000 drone that has a thermal cam that'll pick up body heat. He's already found around 40 missing dogs this year.
That's awesome.
Wow.
It is awesome.
Keep doing that.
Wow. I mean, that makes sense, right?
It does.
The comeback, of course, is you got to get close. I mean, if it's 10 miles away, you're screwed. But if you're close, then it can pick up body
look at
heat.
the results he's getting.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. That's a really good thing.
Lifesaver for
families.
families.
Oh, man.
Unless the poor doggy's trying to get the hell away.
That's the one.
And I understand the dog.
Or Moose, the cat.
Sick of it.
Did you see the Jon Stewart video?
Yeah,
No,
we talked about it earlier.
You guys talked about
I
it?
can't watch it.
I said this
It's a
off the
heartbreaker,
air,
man.
and I'm not kidding.
Holy hell.
I would rather...
I'm a cat owner and I cried.
I would rather attend Pete Lambert's funeral than Muppet's funeral.
Oh, I believe
I'm
you.
out.
I know.
If I walked into
Well,
him
then
and
don't watch his video.
A funeral for a dog.
But if there was a video of like Pete's eulogy,
But poor Pete.
and then
Wait, somebody's not even willing to do a eulogy live? There's a video of it?
let's I don't know.
You're webcamming?
I don't know the relationship
You're
that you have.
zooming in to Pete Sauce's funeral to watch a video of his eulogy.
What did you have going on?
If you hate Pete Sauce.
No, I love Pete Sauce. No, you
Sounds
don't.
like-
but I'm just saying.
Sounds like the entire family is mailing in his funeral.
I don't even know Stuart Scott's dog. Who was it?
Jon Stewart, not Stuart
Scott died like 10 years
What the
ago.
hell is going on?
But if you said to me, you either have to watch.
We gotta cut you off of coffee.
No,
it's
you're
rotting
allergic
your
to it,
brain.
obviously.
No, it's not.
Again, have that blood pressure checked out. Make sure it circulates
check it
throughout your
often.
entire body.
Hold on a second. If you said you have to watch the Jon Stewart video,
Right.
or Pete Sauce's funeral on a webcam, I'd rather watch Pete Sauce's funeral.
It's just him
I
talking
don't
about his
care.
dog
I'm
dying.
not watching a
Hawk, this is a true
dead
story.
animals
So
I
had,
can't do.
In the main studio here
Thanks,
on my
Ted
computer,
Bundy.
I had just the link to the Jon Stewart video.
Right,
This computer
right.
doesn't even play audio.
Yeah.
And when Paul came over here to do one of his commercials, like, get that off the screen. I don't even want to see it.
Yeah.
I'm like, it wasn't even playing.
I don't want to see that.
Even the link to the video
I don't want to
disturbed
see
him.
it. I don't want to see that. Hurt animals, I can't do. I just can't do
Well,
it.
it was
It's an older
I
dog
know,
that
I
passed
can't
away
do it.
peacefully. It was
He
like
was
a
a
13 or 14-year-old
Muppet
It was a
passed
dog.
away.
rescue dog, and he
can't.
saved it. Lost a leg in an accident.
It's a
and he
touching
saved
story.
It. It was great.
And he just said,
No, he did. That's
he
exactly
talked
what
about how the
happened.
boys were 6 or 7 when they got him, and now they're 17, 18. So grew up with this dog, and he basically said, this is the exact kind of dog everybody wants at least once in their life. This was the one.
No, it's very relatable.
Very
relatable. It wasn't hit by a car. It was truly.
Well, that was the beginning of the story.
Well, it did. No, you're
He got
right.
hit by a car, and that's why he lost
that's
his
why
leg.
he lost a leg. Yeah,
Okay, got it. Because I thought you said earlier that. Yeah, okay, got
And
it.
Dipper is a very funny
Dipper,
name for a three-legged dog.
That's a great
brilliant.
name.
It is a great.
How about this, Roser?
Yes, sir.
Dogs are mentioned 14 times in the Bible. Cats aren't mentioned one time. Not once.
Poor cats.
I know.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Well,
Pass.
pass.
M. Night Shyamalan's daughter is Shauna Night Shyamalan, or
Come on.
Shana, no.
I Night Shyamalan. Made a horror movie. It's called The Watchers, and apparently the trailer dropped yesterday. The Watchers. I Night Shyamalan. I don't know if she's going by that. Her name's is Shauna.
Will hopefully be better than half of his movies.
Couple of home runs to start, though.
He sure did hit. Yes.
Down
after that. That's the best, man.
And Unbreakable is very, very
good. Unbreakable is good.
Signs
is solid.
Yeah, but then what happened?
Well, then The Village and Lady in the Water and The Happening and just some of the worst movies ever made. But he started off strong.
Oh, he sure did.
Yeah.
And he seems like a good dude, by the way.
Yeah, I like him.
And a very self-aware guy.
That's good.
He knows
he'll
that
come back.
He's swung and missed, and he knows that
he's keeps
not
swinging away.
Universally loved. He just
that was the line in Signs. Swing away.
Swing away, Meryl.
I'm sorry, did you say her name is I Night Shyamalan?
Well, I was joking because her name starts with an I.
Oh, okay.
It's Ishana Night Shyamalan.
I thought maybe it was like a George, not George, what's George, the named all his girls and
George
boys,
Foreman.
George Foreman.
All the boys of George.
And all the girls, too.
What now?
Yeah, that's true. All of his kids are named George.
Good.
I didn't
George
know that.
Foreman.
Yeah.
I knew he had a bunch of sons named George.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, all the boys and girls, both.
Well, what an egomaniac.
Yeah, man. The issue with that guy's movies is he has some great movies. He also has some horrifically bad. It's one or the other. I know you guys were just talking about this. No, but I'm just giving you my.
Did you see us both looking at
All of us are like, am I hearing the same thing?
Is he aware of it?
No,
So wait, hang on. I want to paraphrase what you just said.
Yeah.
So to sum up, he got off to a really good start, but it's been pretty rough since then.
Yes, but yes, and but
he has
other
a daughter,
thing with
doesn't
him, he? Yeah, he does.
I Night Shyamalan, kind of like
George Foreman.
I think named a lot of his kids after himself.
Is this on a delay?
No, I'm just. All I was saying is like.
You're the iHeartRadio app. You hear our show 2 minutes after we broadcast it live.
But how many people get that many chances, though, is my point.
No,
he has some awful films, and you're like,
most of them.
All right, then. Well, it's weird because like there are a lot of people who failed once, and then they never get another shot. He gets 1,000 chances.
If you've ever seen Deal or No Deal Island and you thought to yourself, I love this show, I just wish they wouldn't play Deal or No Deal at the end, well, then tonight is the 46th season premiere of Survivor.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. 46.
Yeah, they do.
How many seasons?
Yeah,
they do.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it started in what, 2000 or 2001? So they're on season 46.
Yeah.
Show's fantastic.
It is.
It really is. And again, Deal or No Deal Island is identical.
Hawk loves
except for the
Did
you watch
randomness.
it?
Yeah.
You
Real
did?
good.
Yep.
Real good.
Turned on the TV. It was on.
Why?
I'm like, I got to see how this works. Let me watch it for 2 minutes, see if I can get the gist of it. An hour and 20 minutes later, I had watched the back half of a 2-hour show.
So instead of tribal council, they played
Deal or No Deal. So the trick though is then you can't like vote people off. So there's just a stone cold element of luck to it at the end. So there's a little less scheming because some of it's out of your control.
Who's holding the briefcases?
The one gal and one dude.
Oh, okay.
Not. And check this twist out. Instead of 26 cases back in the day, there's only 20.
Ooh.
So if you like Deal or No Deal the old way, prepare for 6 fewer cases. Oh, man. Carmen Electra has successfully changed her name legally to Carmen Electra.
Oh, I was going to say Pasta Balla.
She is now officially, finally, after all these years, she's officially Carmen Electra.
That. Good for her.
I like this. Timothy Chalamet says Leonardo DiCaprio gave him 2 pieces of advice. By the way, Zach, Timothy Chalamet or Leo DiCaprio, both in their prime?
in their prime, Leo.
Okay.
Yeah. She in the new
what
Dune,
about now?
Dune movie?
Yeah, Dune 2. What about now?
Yeah. Now we're probably
Chalamet.
leaning Chalamet. Yeah.
Okay. So he said that he had 2 pieces of advice for him. No hard drugs and no superhero movies.
Really? Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
And as soon as I read that, I thought, yeah, that's not something Leo has done.
No.
That's probably smart.
Probably
for
smart.
At least the hard drugs part.
Can I throw in one while you're coughing?
Yeah, go.
Rosie, just take a guess on this.
All right.
It was December 31st, the final day of what year that the last cigarette ad on television appeared on The Tonight Show?
Great question.
It was during The Tonight Show?
During The Tonight
That's
Show.
a hell of a question.
Yeah, The Tonight Show. Last cigarette ad ever to air on television, December 31st of what year?
Here's how bad my memory is. I can't picture whether that was in my lifetime or if it was in the 80s.
100%.
90s.
I think it's
I
the
can't
80s.
imagine if I can't physically remember if I've seen one.
Wow. That's a brain twister. I'd guess, I don't know.
I feel like I saw Marlboro Man commercials, though, in my lifetime. But again, am I misremembering that?
But also, though,
Mandela effect?
I'm going to say 84. I don't know.
I was going to say 81.
If I'm misremembering that, then it's way earlier. So let's go Tonight Show in 1976.
You're much closer. 1970. December 31st, 1970.
Wow. Are you kidding?
That's the last time a television ad, a cigarette ad on television ever appeared.
I remember those guys smoking on the Tonight Show. It seems like after that.
Yeah, for sure. But it wasn't a TV ad.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All the magazines in the 80s were filled with Skoal ads for chewing tobacco and all that.
NASCAR, man.
When did they outlaw smoking on airplanes? Because I remember
that mid-90s.
2014.
Man, that was the worst.
Dumbest.
I know, man.
There'd be a cutoff point, and you'd sit in the row behind it, and all the smoke from the person in front of you that was
yuck
would come right back in your face.
Yuck.
Going, why am I sitting in the non-smoking section bar?
The non-smoking section of a restaurant. It's like smoke just stops.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going over there.
And I smoked over here at 50th.
And I smoked. Smoking in restaurants is disgusting.
I still cannot believe there was 1970. The Marlboro Man. Oh, man.
Yeah, again, he ads in magazines for sure.
Yeah.
And again, they got away with it because NASCAR was a rolling cigarette ad for a long time.
Yes, it was.
The Winston Cup.
Yeah, right.
Rosie, did you find Joe Camel phallic?
Excuse me.
Everybody wants to know. Please answer the question.
Honestly, never thought of it.
Really?
No.
I didn't realize.
I just remember people talking about Camel cigarettes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Lucky Strikes.
Yeah, Lucky Strikes. Those were nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rosie, you want more movie trivia? Let's see what you know. You're a cinephile, right?
All right.
You're a cinephile.
Yeah, I'm lost a little bit off the. I mean, I haven't watched many movies lately.
What do you do with your time?
Well, no, I watch
pornography.
Pornography. Yeah.
Oh, butt bar.
Oh, you mean snuff
Netflix and et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.
I'm with you.
Just finished The Crown. That was really a lot of fun. That was incredible. Anyway, yes, go ahead.
Okay, ready? What was the 1994 action movie in which Keanu Reeves cannot allow that bus to go below 50? Oh,
come on.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I shouldn't. I didn't even know who Leah's father was. I couldn't even think that.
Yeah, Leah.
Or Leia.
Yeah.
Or Leia.
Yeah.
Leia.
Yeah. Oh, we talked about it earlier. Who won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in Jerry Maguire?
Cuba Gooding.
That's right.
That's correct.
That's right. Look, you see, you are a cinephile.
You're a cinephile.
Yeah,
really
Rose.
Yeah.
He deserved it.
Yeah, for sure. What trio do Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu play in a remake of a television show?
Charlie's Angels.
That's right.
Yeah.
You are a cinephile.
Pretty embarrassing if you didn't get that one, Rosie.
Yeah, that would have been really bad.
You've seen that movie so many times.
Well, the original. I mean, come on. Farrah Fawcett.
Come on, yeah.
Jacqueline Smith, who...
Paul, is your hand up? Was your hand
kind
up?
of, yeah.
What do you got? You got breaking news?
Well, PA's show today will start with two-time Coach of the Year, Kevin Stefanski.
Whoa.
Well, his buddy.
I love that guy.
Yeah, we all...
Tell him hi for me, guys. He's the best.
He is a good dude.
Well done, Roser.
Good seeing you guys.
Good to see you too, buddy.
You did it, man. You did it.
Got through it.
You sure did it.
Yep.
Ben Lieber makes his triumphant return after a couple of weeks off and 5 or 6 days in Hawaii. He'll be back tomorrow for Leap Day 2024, Feb 29 tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. And sorry, everybody, no Tommy tomorrow. So no stories we can't tell you on the air tomorrow. We're back tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. 9 to noon is next with Kevin Stefanski and PA live from the Combine.
Everybody have a wonderful